25-yard line. Strock's record here in the Orange Bowl as a starter is 6-0. His running backs will be Larry Zonka and Delvin Williams, at least to start the ball game. We're not sure how long they will actually be in. Let's look to the receivers now that Strock will be throwing to. Duriel Harris, Nat Moore, and the tight end is the rookie Ronnie Lee from Baylor, replacing Bruce Hardy, and he has some shoulder problems. Miami from their own 25, first down with the back split. And Strock goes right to the air with 5 on the pattern. Underneath the linebackers, pass is complete to Delvin Williams to the 31-yard line. That is a gain of 6 yards on the play. It will be second down 4. Greg Buttle makes the tackle. The offensive line for Miami, and you have seen these names through this last decade. Bob Kuchenberg, Ed Newman, a change at center, Mark Dennard because he's a rookie, Larry Little, and Mike Curran. It is second down and 4. 31-yard line of Miami. Second back through is Williams, and he will pick up the first down as he goes to the 36-yard line. He picks up 5 yards on the play. It is a first down. Lawrence Pillars makes the tackle along with Mike McGibbon, and we'll check out the Jet defense. That front 4 is Lawrence Pillars, Abdul Salam, Joe Klecko, and Marty Lyons. The linebackers are Greg Buttle, Stan Blinka, and Mike McGibbon, and in the secondary, Bobby Jackson and Johnny Lynn with the flu on the corners, Schaefer Suggs and Burgess Owens at safety. 31-yard line, Miami. 36-yard line, Miami, first down. The pitch is to Williams with Zonka, the lead blocker. They will lose a yard. They will lose 1 yard back to the 35. It'll be second down and 11. Joe Klecko made the tackle.
Looking at it right now, that coming up, the Miami Dolphins going after the New York Jets. The Jets, as you see Richard Todd waiting to get his turn coming into the ball game. He will be starting at quarterback. He will be calling his plays, and by calling his plays, he's just not out there drawing them on the turf of the Orange Bowl. He has specific things that he must follow. Certain situations, and he may be on the 30-yard line. There may be 2 running plays, maybe 2 passes that he can call in that situation. Right now, Don Strock's got the call. He's got to pick up 10 yards.
Gary Davis and Bob Torrey are now the running backs. On second down, Strock goes deep. Pass is complete. 47-yard line of the New York Jets to Nat Moore. A gain of 18 yards on the play and a first down. Bobby Jackson makes the tackle.
Well, if you're wondering about the arm of Don Strock, I know when he started the ball game, he threw a couple in the ground the last time he started, but he is on target now. Number 89, Nat Moore, is running a little turn-in or a hook pattern right in front of number 40. That's Bobby Jackson coming up with a first down.
Official spotted at the Jets' 46-yard line, so it goes as a gain of 19 yards on the play. Delvin Williams and Larry Zonka come back in as running backs. It's a first down. Nat Moore in motion. Fake on a pitch out. Screen left side to Moore. Moore has running room. Moore has the first down. Ronnie Lee, the tight end, with a key block, a pickup of 14 yards on the play. Mike McGibbon with the tackle.
Charlie, I really like this football player because he can do so many things so well. Not only can he run great pass patterns, but he's also great when he catches the ball of running with it after he's received it. They put him in the backfield. He can run with the football. He can also throw the football. He's the type of individual that really adds a lot of dimensions to your offense.
At the New York 32-yard line, first down. Opening drive of the game for the Dolphins. First back through is Larry Zonka. They will mark it for no gain. It will be second down and 10. Still at the 32-yard line as Abdul Salam was there. Those are the Starbrights.
I'll tell you, the Jet defense, they do a fairly good job against the run. Their problem is against the pass. Number 54, Stan Blinken. Now, his job as a middle linebacker is to plug up in there, meet that guard that's coming out to block him. In that case, it was Larry Little, and he met number 39, Larry Zonka, at the line of scrimmage. They only picked up a half a yard because Blinken did a good job.
It is second down, just under 10 to go for the first down. Ken Schroy comes in. The Jets now have 5 men in the secondary. Sweep right side with Davis carrying, and he's dropped for a loss. Bobby Jackson moves up from defensive cornerback to bring him down. Schaefer Suggs was also there.
Charlie, you alluded to the fact the Jets want to win this football game. I think Bobby Jackson, number 40, just displayed the temperament and the emotion of the New York Jet football team. Now, he's here to play football because he came up from that cornerback position and made the tackle. Not only got around the guard coming out to block him, but made the tackle. Now, that's an indication to me that the Jets are here to play, and they definitely want to win this football game, even though they're out of the race.
Tony Nathan and Gary Davis in the backfield for Miami. The tight end comes out. Mark Gastineau is in that defensive line. 3rd down and 14. They look for the pass. Strock steps away. The ball was not snapped.
He's looking for the ball. Now, the quarterback, of course, he's going to he should point the finger at the center, but I know what happened there. Strock forgot to count, because I've done that many times. He forgot to count. He probably thought it was on 2, and he called it on 3 in the huddle.
Mark Dennard is the center. He is listed in his first year, but actually this is his rookie year. He was out all of last season with a broken wrist, drafted in the 10th round a year ago, and he made the NFL All-Rookie team. This is his 7th start. 3rd down and 19.
3 wide receivers in for the Miami Dolphins. Jimmy Cephalo is in the ball game.
Strock is 3 for 3, a perfect record, 39 yards. Excellent protection, comeback pattern to Cephalo alone at the 43-yard line, an attempt of 53 yards that would match as long as it does not carry. Was it blocked at the line of scrimmage?
I'm sure they want to play.
Jets' first opportunity in offense with Richard Todd, the quarterback. Scott Durking is the ball carrier, right side. And Scott fights for about a yard on the play, so mark it a gain of 1. It will be 2nd down and 9.
I guess that answers our question. Yes, Miami wants to play.
The running backs behind Richard Todd, Clark Gaines and Scott Durking. His receivers are Bobby Jones, Derek Gaffney, and the tight end Jerome Barkham. His offensive line, Chris Ward, Randy Rasmussen, Joe Fields, Dan Alexander, and Marvin Powell. Marvin Powell, the only New York Jet selected to the Pro Bowl this year. That announcement made this week. It is 2nd down and 9. Richard Todd, who has thrown only 1 interception in his last 89 passes, hands to Clark Gaines. Gaines to the 38-yard line. A gain of 3. It will be 3rd down and 6.
He's going to hit the football in the air now.
And the defense that he'll be going against, basically, we'll see Vern Denherter, Bob Baumauer, and Doug Betters in that front 3 with Kimbo Camper, Steve Toe, Rusty Chambers, and Larry Gordon as the linebackers. We'll see a lot of changes in the Miami defense. Norris Thomas, Gerald Small, Mike Kozlowski replacing Tim Foley, and Neil Colsey in the secondary.
I think there's one area that they want to work on will be Kozlowski, because he's new out there at that strong safety position.
3rd down, 6, 5 in the pattern. Todd over the middle. Pass is complete. It is a 1st down for the New York Jets. A gain of 16 yards on the play. Bruce Harper, the man who just came in, he is the all-purpose back. Set an NFL record rushing, receiving, kickoff returns, and punt returns last year. He caught it at the Miami 45-yard line, 1st down.
Well, I say Richard Todd did an excellent job of avoiding that strong pass rush by the Miami Dolphins, getting the ball off to Bruce Harper. Bruce Harper is a lot like Nat Moore. He can do a lot of things to help this football team offensively.
The New York Jets, first opportunity with the football. They have a 1st down. 7 minutes, 10 seconds. Play action. Todd is throwing it away. There was nobody there.
Ball to the right. He's not going to know whether it's intentionally grounding or not most of the time.
2nd down and 10. You saw Matt Robinson on the sideline. We'll be developing that story. 3 on the pattern. Pass far side. They say no to Derek Gaffney. That he stepped out of bounds. Did not have possession. They will bring it back. It will be 3rd down and 10 at the Miami 45-yard line.
And they'll bring in probably Bruce Harper once again into the backfield. Miami Dolphins will take out a couple of linebackers and bring in some defensive men. Everybody here knows it's going to be a pass.
And the fact that Bruce Harper comes in does not mean he's coming in with a play.
No, that doesn't necessarily mean it. About 75% of the plays Richard Todd will be calling this afternoon.
It is 3rd down and 10. Todd has completed 1 of 3 for 16 yards in the ball game. We're in the 1st quarter with no score. 5 on the pattern. Todd drops it off, and the pass is dropped by Clark Gaines. 20-yard line. The deep back for the Dolphins is Jimmy Cephalo. He kicks without a shoe. High, lazy floater that carries in and through the end zone. The automatic touchback will bring it out to Special from their own 20-yard line, 1st down, and they show a slot to the right side with Don Strock at quarterback. He gives to Larry Zonka. Zonka picks up 2 on the play, maybe 3. Let's see where the officials spot the ball. They'll mark it at the 23-yard line, a gain of 3. It'll be second down 7. Stan Blinka made the tackle. Zonka told us that those first and 10s are getting longer and longer.
This is what a middle linebacker do. Avoid that block of the guard and go up and make contact with the ball carrier. And Blinka did an excellent job. You saw his good reaction of making sure that Newman, number 64, the guard, did not get into his body. If you let him get into your body, they've got you blocked. But Blinka did a good job that time.
Zonka said he still doesn't mind 3rd and 1, but first and 10, it's long. He comes out. Gary Davis and Bob Torrey are in the backfield. Second down and 7. 5 on the pattern and 5 in the secondary for the Jets. Pass is dropped right on the numbers to Gary Davis coming out of the backfield. This is a thing that Strock will be throwing a lot of. That is underneath the linebackers. He told us that the Jet linebackers take quick, deep drops.
They really do. You can't even see the linebackers in your picture as they have a little stunt with the defensive lineman, and he's looking downfield, and they're well covered downfield, and he hits Davis in the wrong spot, right on the numbers, which means one thing, that Gary took his eye off that football.
And Davis, who has 30 receptions for 182 yards this season, simply dropped that one, and it is Strock's first incomplete pass. Third down and 7 from the 23-yard line. Tony Nathan joins Gary Davis in the backfield. Strock fires. Pass is complete. It is a first down. It is Nat Moore. Moore down the sideline. Finally pushed out of bounds. Nat Moore, who is operating with a sprained left hand. Burgess Owens finally bumps him out. They'll mark it at the New York Jet 43-yard line. 34 yards on the play.
Well, I said this man can do so many things. And look at the concentration. The last play you saw Gary Davis take his eye off the football. That's what you're supposed to do. Just what he did. Follow that ball all the way into your body. Number 89, Nat Moore. He's coming all the way across the field. Number 26 is Dykes. It's man-to-man. Although it's a zone out there, they know about this man, so he's supposed to cover him all over the field. That time it was an excellent throw by Strock, right on the money. An excellent run after he caught the football.
It is a first down at the Jets' 43-yard line. Zonka and Williams back in the backfield. Larry Zonka gets the call. He picks up 2 yards on the play to the Jet 41-yard line. Second down and 8. Greg Buttle, the left outside linebacker, makes the tackle.
Greg Buttle is really having an outstanding year. He's coming into his zone as an outside linebacker. Taking a look at number 39, Larry Zonka. There's going to be a lot of substituting today because it is very, very hot down there at the bottom of the Orange Bowl. Both sides are going to have to do a lot of substituting.
Will Larry Zonka play next year? We asked him. He said he hasn't decided yet. He said, I always hurt this time of the year. I'll wait till the season.
He said he's got to start counting his fingers and his toes.
Bob Torrey is the ball carrier. Torrey and Davis replacing Williams and Zonka. Ed Newman with the block, and Lawrence Pillars makes the tackle.
Torrey, the fullback, went to the right side, defensive left side of the Jets. I was just talking about this man, number 51, Greg Buttle. Bragging on him, and here he is. He's being blocked by Newman. Newman does a good job. He's forcing him. He should have forced him more to cut off the inside, but he didn't get the job done that time.
Bob Torrey, the rookie from Penn State, he picks up 9 yards on the play. He picks up the first down. Is at the 32-yard line of the New York Jets. No score in the ball game. 4:15. Time remaining. First quarter. Strock to throw. He's having a great afternoon. This one is intercepted at the 19-yard line. Burgess Owens with the interception at the
Jets.
Owens played his collegiate ball here at Miami of Florida. Play action on a first down from the 32-yard line. It is intercepted. Rusty Chambers, and for Rusty Chambers, that is out by Rusty Chambers at the 45 of the Jets. A 4-yard return to the 41-yard line. They have a first down. Play action by Strock. Klecko, he gets away from Joe. Pass is complete at the 25-yard line. The officials are going to mark it closer to the 26. Burgess Owens is the man who knocked him down. And it was Duriel Harris, who has 3 touchdown receptions on the year, who caught the pass.
Well, you understand right now what Miami feels that they can do against the New York Jets, and the statistics will prove it. The Jets have had trouble guarding against the pass, and that time on first down, Strock came out throwing the football. It was a good throw that time. He did locate the defensive end. He threw it right by number 54, Blinken.
Officially, a gain of 16 yards to the 25 and a first down. Eric Laxo is now the right tackle for Miami. Strock, a quick out far side, is too high It is incomplete. Nat Moore, the intended receiver.
Well, that time, I'm sure what they were thinking, Nat Moore, number 89, is just running a little quick out or a square out. He's going about 6 yards. This is a timing pattern. The ball is a little high, but Nat Moore ordinarily comes up with catches like that. Glenn, number 29, is playing off of Nat Moore. He's respecting his speed and his ability, so he's giving him a lot of room. So when that happens, you throw in front of him to make him come up. When he comes up, then you throw behind him.
2nd down and 10. The Jets now with 6 men in the secondary as Donald Dykes and Ken Troy come in. The Dolphins have Gary Davis and Bob Torrey in the backfield. 2nd down and 10. Dropped off underneath the coverage to Davis. This time he holds on to it. He picks up 5 yards to the 20-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Greg Buttle and Ken Troy with the tackle.
Here's the ex-Purdue Boilermaker, Bob Greasy. He will be observing this entire football game this afternoon. Don Shula indicated that Bob Greasy definitely will not play. They want him healthy for their game in 2 weeks in the playoffs.
You notice that Bob not playing does not have his glasses on the sideline when he plays. He wears glasses. There you see 3rd down and 5.
Maybe he doesn't want to see all that violence out there, Charlie.
That might be right. 20-yard line of New York. Slot left side. Strock sends 5 on the batter. Over the middle, pass is complete. It is to Tony Nathan. Nathan is in the end zone. Nathan, who turned 23 years of age yesterday.
23. I didn't know anybody was that young anymore.
In the first quarter. Harper fields it at the 10-yard line. Bruces to the 20, the 25, and dropped at the 28-yard possession at the Jet 41-yard line. Mickey Schuler is now the tight end, and Schuler is in motion. 1st down, New York, their own 28-yard line. Clark Gaines gets the call. He goes to the 30-yard line. He picks up 2 yards on the play. 2nd down, 8. We pause briefly for station identification. This is the NBC Television Network.
This is WNBC TV, New York.
This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson. 1:41. That is the time remaining in the first quarter. The Orange Bowl, it is warm and humid. The Dolphins lead at 7-0. Tom Newton is now in the backfield for the New York Jets. 2nd down and 8. Richard Todd to throw. Pass was low to Mickey Schuler, the tight end, but he scooped it up at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
I'll tell you, the Miami Dolphins defensive front, they are putting pressure on Richard Todd. He's having to get rid of that football when he goes back in the pocket a lot sooner than he would like to. That time he didn't necessarily want to go to his tight end, but he had to out of necessity because he had to get rid of the football. That's why the running game is so important for the Jets. That slows down that rush if you can get the running game going.
And the Jets have the #1 rushing attack in the National Football League. But it is divided between Scott Durkee, Clark Gaines, Bruce Harper, and Kevin Long. 1st down for the New York Jets as Clark Gaines picks it up. A gain of 8 yards on the play to the 43-yard line. 1st down.
Man involved in that play was the strong safety, Mike Kozlowski. And here he's reading now, seeing what happened. He knows it's a run. Now he has to make a move, and he's got to make a tackle. He does make the tackle, but they'd already picked up the 1st down. He'll be tested out there this afternoon. He's replacing an all-pro in Tim Foley.
Kozlowski drafted in the 10th round this year. He's from San Diego High School in Southern California. Scott Durkee, the ball carrier. Across the 45. We will mark it officially the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the play. It is 2nd down and 7 is the first. 7 first downs. The Jets only 2 in the first quarter. 2nd down, 7. New York from their 46-yard line. Play action by Todd. Tight end. Jerome Barkham has it and is out of bounds. They will mark it at the 33-yard line of the Miami Dolphins. Norris Thomas in the defensive coverage.
Good throw by Richard Todd, number 14, and he takes a look at that secondary, and you're taking a look at Mike Kozlowski. He's a safety. He's playing a zone, so he's just reading where the quarterback is going back to his zone, making sure that no one gets behind him. Look, he's pointing there. He's trying to tell his teammate, they're coming your way, because the defensive man's back was to the Thomas, number 41. His back was away from Richard Todd, and he couldn't see the ball coming.
A gain of 21 yards on the play. Largest gain of the ball game for the Jets offensively. Gaffney, a quick out. He is out of bounds. It was 1st down at the 33-yard line. He goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A pickup of 6, 2nd down and 4.
Good play. Defensive back is playing off. It's single coverage out there. Get the ball out there in a hurry. It's strictly a timing play. Strock tried to hit Nat Moore earlier in the first quarter. He threw it high, and that didn't come up with it. But that time, the Jets picked it up. Now they're 2nd and 4. It's an excellent situation for Richard Todd as far as play calling is concerned. He can do about anything he wants.
27-yard line of Miami, 2nd and 4. Gaines in motion. The pitch is to Durkin. Gaines the blocker in front. Durkin to the 26-yard line. He picks up 1 yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 3. And Rusty Chambers, who had the interception that set up the 41-yard touchdown drive for Miami, makes the tackle.
That was a good play by the linebackers. UCLA DePaul, college basketball, coming up right after this telecast.
And this, of course, starts our NCAA coverage once again that will lead all the way to the national finals. 3rd down and 3, 26-yard line. And he is met and driven back. Kim Bocan from the 32-yard line, a field goal attempt of 42 yards.
Got the distance.
It is Miami on offense. 1st down from their own 24-yard line. Strock right side. It is dropped by Delvin Williams. Incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10.
Might be just as well they did drop it because number 51, Buddle, the linebacker, was reading this all the way. You see Strock coming back. It's a screen pass, getting it out there in a hurry, hoping that Larry Little, number 66, gets out. But you see number 51 right there, Buddle. He's reading. Now he sees it's a screen pass. Now he's got to react, and he's coming up. He's in position to make the play.
Talk about a man that wants to play. He was out here 3 hours before the ball game.
Wait a minute. What was he doing out there?
He was checking out the star brights is what he was doing. It is 2nd down and 10, as I said a moment ago, from the 24-yard line. The ball carrier is Gary Davis. Davis dives to the 28. They'll mark it just outside the 28-yard line. It is a gain of 4 yards on the play. It will be 3rd down and 6. For the defense was Mark Gastineau and Ken Schroy.
Davis did a lot of moving, you know, to pick up a couple of yards. Actually did really a good job of running, picking up 4 yards.
12 minutes and 15 seconds. That is the time remaining in the first half. Miami leads it by a score of 7-0 on a Strock touchdown pass to Tony Nathan that covered 20 yards. 41 yards on their touchdown drive in 4 plays. 3rd down and 6. Strock to throw again. Far side pass is on target at the 45-yard line. 17 yards of the completed pass to Nat Moore. It is a 1st down. Schaefer Suggs and Burgess Owens make the tackle.
I would credit that offensive line of the Miami Dolphins of affording Strock enough time to get the ball to this man, number 89, Nat Moore. He had enough time that he could wait until Nat Moore found the open spot. Buddle, number 51, is faking a blitz. He's coming back in his coverage. He's trying to read the quarterback, and he does. But it was a good throw in front of the defensive backs and over the linebacker or Buddle's head.
The Dolphins have now converted on 3 of 4 3rd down situations. And Strock 9 of 13 already. 132 yards. He's having a fine afternoon. Makes a little play action, fakes the screen, wants to go deep, stands in. All alone. Pass is caught at the 26-yard line. To the 17-yard line is Delvin Williams. But credit Don Strock on that 28-yard pass play for standing in.
Once again, he had an opportunity to take a look at that defense. He had time to throw the football. He had to dodge a little bit. You're taking a look at the tight end of the Miami Dolphins. That's Lee. He doesn't really get the job done, but Strock steps up all by himself. All by himself, I mean, is number 24, Delvin Williams. Coming up with a 1st down, and they now are knocking once again at the New York Jets goal line.
A gain of 28 yards on the play to the New York Jets 17-yard line. It is the 1st down Miami. 10 and a half minutes left to go in the first half. Delvin Williams, who just caught the football, this time carries for 2 yards to the 15-yard line. It is 2nd down 8. Stan Blinka, the middle linebacker, and Joe Klecko, the defensive right tackle, stop him at the 15 after a gain of 2.
Charlie, I bet you the New York, well, I know they're very pleased with number 54, Stan Blinka, because he's doing really a fine job at that middle linebacking position.
You might now watch for number 84, Bruce Hardy, the tight end. He is the normal starter. did not start this ball game because he has some shoulder bruises. He is in the ball game. It is 2nd down and 8 at the 15-yard line of the Jets.
Looks like they're going to be blitzing, too. Here they come.
Pass is incomplete. Matt Moore, the intended receiver, so it will be 3rd down and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Miami knew it was going to be a blitz. You could tell by the defensive backs cheating up. Number 84, the man you were just talking about, is Hardy. He just came into the ball game. He had to be paid for it because he got it right in the chops.
Mike McGibbon, the linebacker, went after him.
Trying to separate his head from his shoulder.
Jimmy Cepolo is in. Hardy comes out. Nathan is in, and Matt Moore is in. 3rd down efficiency on the year for the Dolphins, much higher than that in this ball game.
And that 48% is actually
Struck lots of time. Incomplete.
There goes the flag.
Off of the hands of number 82, Duriel Harris. Flag is down. That is only the 2nd flag we've had in the ball game. It is holding against Miami. Now the situation was 3rd down and 8 at the 15-yard line. That is a 10-yard penalty. It would be 3rd down and 18 at the 25 or 4th and 8 at the 15. What do you like?
They apparently are going to
64 offense, holding, refused, 4th down.
Well, that answers it.
Well, I think that they've had so much success throwing the football.
Holding on Ed Newman.
Didn't want to give him another opportunity to go back and throw. You see Blanca, number 54, just eyeballing the quarterback, trying to determine where he's going.
23-yard line, an attempt of 33 yards by Uwe Van Schamen with Don Strock holding. Van Schamen missed from 52 yards earlier. Snap was high, and the kick is off to the left. So Uwe Van the ball game for Miami.
Now Richard Todd had only thrown 1 interception in a lot of throws, but he's thrown 2 already this afternoon, and that time he did not locate number 58, Beaucamper. Threw it right in the stomach.
He caught it at the 30-yard line. He returned it 2 yards to the 28-yard line, where it is a 1st down. And regardless of the type of day that Richard Todd has, he is the quarterback of the New York Jets. We will not see a substitution at that position unless there's an injury.
I believe that you're absolutely right.
Miami now at the 28-yard line of New York. Dolphins lead at 7-0. 9:22. That is the time remaining in the 1st half. Strock goes deep. It is incomplete at the 3-yard line. Duriel Harris, the intended receiver. Johnny Lynn had the coverage. Tomorrow's the final regular season Sunday on NBC Sports. And we have for you exciting regional coverage as the race for the playoffs goes right down to the wire. Telecasts include the Browns versus the Bengals. Cleveland still an opportunity as a wild card team. Boy, they have been exciting, led by Brian Sipe. The Chiefs against the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. They're still trying to get into the playoff. Seahawks versus the Raiders. The Raiders, they have a shot at it. Kansas City, we mentioned that at Tampa Bay. Baltimore and the New York Giants. That's, I believe, is the Baltimore Giant game tomorrow. I believe is the only one that doesn't have a playoff team or a possible playoff team involved in it. Let's go back to the 28-yard line. It is 2nd down and 10. Strock, a screen, right side. It is complete to Bob Torrey, the rookie from Penn State. He picks up 8 yards on the play to the 20-yard line. Be 3rd down and 2 as Joe Klecko and Schaefer Suggs make the tackle. Mark Dinner, the center, was out in front with a block.
You take a look at Matt Robinson, who will be wearing, I'm sure, the headsets all afternoon. And I'm sure I've sat on the bench before. It's frustrating. And you want to play, and he wants to play. And I'm sure what he's going to do, I don't know for sure, but I think what he'll do is go in and ask the Jets to trade him.
You saw his total, 17 of 31. That all came in that opening day game against Cleveland, which they lost in overtime. Strock has thrown to 7 different Miami receivers today. It is 3rd down and 2 at the 20-yard line. This is the kind of a situation that this man likes. I believe he's the comeback story of the year. His name is Larry Zonka.
I'll tell you, both arms wrapped tightly around that football, looking for a little spot to wedge the head into to pick up the 1st down. This is his specialty. Look at both arms around the football, looking for the hole. Once he finds it, put the head down, use those great legs, keep driving, picking up the 1st down.
Zonka picks up 5 yards on the play to the 15-yard line. It's a first down. The Dolphins have converted 4 of 6 third down opportunities thus far. Strock to throw. Sets it very quickly. Fires it. It's too high. Incomplete over Nat Moore. Bobby Jackson had the coverage. It will be second down and 10 back at the 15-yard line. If you can take a look at Don Strock, he is wearing a little bulge around the waist. Well, that's a flak jacket that was made for him. The flak jacket originally created for Dan Pastorini, and also one being made this week for John Jefferson, the wide receiver of the San Diego Chargers, for that game Monday night against Denver.
I thought maybe at Thanksgiving he had a little too much turkey. That's not true.
That's not true.
Oh, he's in excellent shape.
Second down and 10 at the Jets' 15-yard line. 7:44, time remaining first half. Gary Davis gets the call. Davis goes to the 8-yard line. He picks up 7 yards on the play. It will be third down and 3 as Bob Winkle now in on defense as a defensive lineman, along with a strong safety. Schaefer Suggs makes the tackle at the Jets' 8-yard line.
And Miami offensive line can still do it, Charlie. They can still move people out. Bob Kuchenberg and Ed Newman on that left side of the Miami Dolphins moved out the Jet defense and enabled them to pick up about 8 yards.
They have changes on that right side of the offensive line. Eric Laxo and John Giesler are there. And now they'll go with 2 tight ends, Bruce Hardy and Ronnie Lee. Almost broken. It was Joe Klecko that had Larry just around the ankle. He falls forward to the 6-yard line. And eye check will show it a half a yard short.
And Larry Zonka is pleading his case, but the men in the striped shirts, they're going to have the final word. That was really a fine play by Joe Klecko. He got penetration into that backfield. That's the only way you're going to stop Larry Zonka. You better hit him before he gets to the line of scrimmage, because once he gets there, that great power that he has is going to surge forth for at least a yard or 2.
Fourth down, half a yard to go. They go after it, leading 7-0 in the ball game. 6-yard line of New York. Williams, Zonka had the lead on him, then Williams cut over his left shoulder. They mark it at the 5-yard line. This should give them the first down. Let's see where the officials place the ball after they umpire it. It is a first down at the 5. First down, goal to go. A gain of a yard on the play.
And that was a hard yard because Abdus Salam got some penetration and got his arm on Williams, but Williams, with the momentum going, picked up the necessary yardage for the first down. Now they're looking at 5-yard line. 4 downs to get it into the end zone.
With 6 minutes left to go in the first half, and for the Dolphins, that is their 11th first down in the ball game. The New York Jets have 3. 2 tight ends, Ronnie Lee and Bruce Hardy. It is Zonka on the right side, and the Jet defense holds, led by the strong safety Schaefer Suggs, who came in underneath to cut him down. No gain, still at the 5, second down, goal to go.
Good play by the Jets, because now it means that they hadn't picked up any yardage on first down, putting them in a position where they're going to have to throw the football. I would look for Miami right now to put it in the air.
Gary Davis comes in. Delvin Williams comes out of the offensive set for Miami. 5 minutes and 10 seconds time remaining in the first half. Miami leads it 7-0. Zonka left side. Larry leans to the 2-yard line, the 2.5. In that neighborhood as Marty Lyons was there, along with Mike McKibben, the rookie linebacker, the free agent from Kent State.
Take a look how strong Zonka is. Now, he is hit here. How strong he is from the waist up. He gets hit. There are 3 or 4 people hitting him right there. It looks like half of the Jet team, and still they're not driving him backwards. He's got the strength to go forward.
Officials mark it for a gain of 2 yards to the 3-yard line. Third down and goal to go. This will be the 9th play, the 10th play upcoming in this drive that started back on the Jets' 28-yard line. Right side into the end zone. 28 yards on the drive in 10 plays following the interception by both.
The game that he really hurts. But let me tell you something. Zonka puts a lot of hurt on a lot of other people, too.
Bruce Harper on the return. He took it at the 10-yard line. runs into his own player, still on his feet at the 40. He's to the 50. He's to the opposing 40. Finally dropped at the 37-yard line of the Miami Dolphins. 53 yards on the return. Ed Taylor finally got it.
His old teammate brought him down. Now, this is an outstanding run. Just take a look at number 42, Bruce Harper, and how many Miami defensive men had an opportunity to get a hold of him and tackle him. He runs into his own man right there, but he's got great balance. Now he's going to take a look at and survey what's going on downfield. Right there he's looking and continuing. Really an outstanding run. He breaks out of that one also until Taylor finally brings him down.
Richard Todd goes right to work. Jets offense has been sputtering. The pass is complete to Clark Gaines from the 37-yard line to the 31-yard line, a gain of 6. So it will be 2nd down and 4 for the Jets with 3:38 left to go in the half.
That has to help Richard Todd. After throwing 2 interceptions, both interceptions after the interceptions resulted in touchdowns for the Miami Dolphins, come right back, get back into the fire, and go out and throw that football. Now that should help him regain some of the confidence that perhaps he lost when he threw the interceptions.
And you saw the time of possession, Miami with 18 and a half minutes. The Jets with the football just over 8 minutes. Gaffney in motion. The second back is Scott Durkee. Durkee lurches inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. He picks up 8 yards on the total and a first down for New York. For the Jets, that is only their 4th first down of the first half.
I'll tell you, on that play, Tom Newton, the other running back, put a real good block on the linebacker. And it really helps to have a back that can block, because if you're not running with the football and it is a running play, generally you're going to have to make a block at the point of attack.
Norris Thomas made the tackle, a first down at the Miami 23-yard line. Todd rolls, he can keep. He sets, he throws. Pass is complete at the 5-yard line. All the way to the 1-yard line. A gain of 22 yards is the tight end, Jerome Barkham. It will be first down and goal to go for the Jets.
All right, good play by Richard Todd. Rolling out, he has the option to run or throw. And the Miami defense, they have to respect that because he can run with the football. Good throw. Number 83, Jerome Barkham, trying to get in. He doesn't get in, but they're about as close as you can get. They've got 4 shots to get into the end zone from here.
2-minute warning will now be given to Gaines and Tom Newton. And now they switch the set. Gaines is the remaining back. He has not scored. A flag is down. So the Jets wanting Clark Gaines.
Offside, still first down.
Gene Barth, the referee. Less than a yard to go, still first down. Clark Gaines has taken a lot of kidding from everybody on the ball game over the fact that he is the only running back that has not scored a touchdown.
Give it to him again.
And they do. It is Clark Gaines, and he does not score. He'll lose a yard, and he's back to the 2.
That defense of the Miami Dolphins, they really bowed their backs.
And guess who was there? Old number 53, Bob Matheson. His number's 53. His age is the reverse, 35 years old. Oldest linebacker in the AFC.
Well, this man is not very old, and he wants to score a touchdown, but no, sir. Says the Miami. Look at the penetration that Miami defensive front had on that play. That's the reason it didn't go.
So just inside the 2-yard line, it is second down, goal to go. Gaines is now on the right wing as a blocker. Rolling left is Todd. He is being chased. He rolls, bumped out of bounds. Chasing him was A.J. Dillon. But knocking him out was Rusty Chambers.
And old
Bob Matheson again.
35, you say, but his number is 53. Bob Matheson.
1-yard line, third down, goal to go.
In fact, they've got further to go now than when they started on first down.
Woody Bennett comes in. Durkee comes out.
They've got about 7 seconds on that 30-second clock, so they better get things moving.
Touchdown, New York Jets.
Boy, I'll tell you, that was a tough handoff.
And look at Woody Bennett. He is the rookie free agent from Miami of Florida. That is his first carry throughout the entire year. His first NFL touchdown 20 minutes.
And you know what he's going to do? He's going to go over to Clark Gaines and say, look, this isn't too tough to scoring touchdowns. All you have to do is get across that white line. But it took the New York Jets was it three times or 4 times?
4 times.
4 times before they got in from a yard out.
Extra point off of the upright. It is no good. The year for him. Jacobs kick shot. Nathan is the deep back. Tony Nathan at the 3-yard line to the 10, 15, 20, still on his feet, 25, 30, still going to the 37-yard line. 34 yards. Miami from their own 37-yard line, first down. Strock sends 5 on the pattern, drops it off underneath the coverage. It is to Davis. Gary Davis to the 43-yard line. A pickup of 6. It will be second down 4. Stan Blinka makes the tackle.
That time, right now, the New York Jets is the hurried-up offense of the Miami Dolphins trying to save some time. They're in a zone. They want to make sure one thing, that no one gets deep for the 6-pointer.
Strock to throw again. Tipped, incomplete, and intercepted. Mike McKibben has the interception. And for McKibben, that is his first interception of the year. He is the rookie from Kent State, a free agent, came to camp with 15 linebackers, ended up as a
Charlie,
starter.
this is what a zone looks like. You can see the men just dropping back. They're playing very loose. No one's going to get behind him, so they're going to try to throw the ball in front. Now, number 27, Davis, had his hands on that football, and it's really a fortunate break for the New York Jets, but that's the second pass that Davis has dropped this afternoon.
4 interceptions in the ball game, 2 on each side, and as I mentioned, it was Mike McKibben's first interception of the year. This is his rookie season. Jets have the ball at the Miami 44-yard line, first down. Richard Todd with 17 seconds and counting on the game clock, goes deep far side. It is incomplete. Gaffney, the intended receiver. So we'll bring it back to the Dolphin 44-yard line. It'll be second down and 10 with 12 seconds left to go first half.
He threw that ball away because the coverage was very good. Small head. Gaffney covered very well. He threw the ball so that perhaps it could have been a catch, but it could have been inbounds because he threw it out. Now, there's number 81 is Derek Gaffney. He gets the attention of Gordon, number 50, and Small, the cornerback. Well covered. No way he can fit a football in there. So throw the ball out of bounds and come back second and 10.
44-yard line of Miami, 12 seconds. Time remaining first half. Dolphins leading the Jets 14-6. Todd wobbly pass is behind the receiver. Bobby Jones, the intended receiver, number 89. So it will be third down and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that time Jones was fairly well covered on the play, and looked like the Richard Todd was going to go to him all the way. Here we're taking a look at number 81, Derek Gaffney. You can see the defensive men, what they're doing. He's all alone. The reason is they're watching the head and the eyes of the quarterback. And the quarterback is looking in another direction, so they leave him. What the quarterback has to do is look in the other direction and then come back to that man, because that time Gaffney was wide open.
7 seconds left to go in the first half. Third down and 10. Todd drops it off to Harper. It is incomplete. That'll stop the clock with only... And it is Harper circling under it. Bruce takes it at the 6-yard line. Bruce to the 15, the 20, 25. He is stacked at the 25-yard line.
The bottom one indicates a lot. 19 minutes to 10 minutes and 41 seconds. Miami, New York Jets. 2 turnovers by both clubs. For the Jets, it really hurt them because it resulted in 2 touchdowns for the Miami Dolphins.
Richard Todd at quarterback with Scott Durking and Clark Gaines at 2 running backs. Durking gets the call. Derek Gaffney and Bobby Jones are their wide receivers. Jerome Barkham, the tight end. That offensive line is Chris Ward, Randy Rasmussen, Joe Fields, Dan Alexander, and Marvin Powell. It is a gain of 2 yards on the play. The officials spot the ball at the 26-yard line to start the drive. It is now at the 28 after that gain of 2. It will be second down and 8 yards to go. Clark Gaines is the remaining back. Durking moves over to the left wing. Todd rolls right and throws. Sideline pattern is incomplete at the 41-yard line. Gaffney, the intended receiver, but Norris Thomas was there for the defense.
The Jets, the offensive center for the New York Jets is Joe Fields, number 65. And I don't know how much publicity he gets, but he does a good job. Take a look at Todd, the number 65. He's going against Baumhauer, who's going to the Pro Bowl game. Now, that is an excellent job of blocking. Look at his feet. His feet's moving with him. He's staying with him all the way, giving the quarterback an ample opportunity to throw the football. He didn't get any penetration.
Baumhauer was a teammate of Richard Todd's at Alabama, and since they've been on opposite sides of the line in the pros, Baumhauer's never sacked him.
He wants to, though.
He'd like to get him today. Todd's pass, Bruce Harper, 50-yard line, 40-yard line, 30-yard line, heel here all the way. From Todd to Harper, 72 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jets are right back in the ball game.
They are very much back in the ball game. Wouldn't you love to see a 2-point situation now, but they don't have that. Richard Todd going back to throw. Missed coverage by the Miami Dolphins because Harper is all by himself. And you saw that time that Richard Todd looked to his right, then came back to his left. Now you're seeing some outstanding open field running. Number 81 is Gaffney. Derek Gaffney coming down in position to block. He doesn't have to because a good move by 42 Bruce Harper. Said so many.
It is. Offsides Miami. And an ineligible man downfield will be the call against the New York Jets.
I've seen some terrible snaps in my time. I don't know as if I've ever seen one quite like that.
I'm wondering if Fields wasn't hit by the defense. Yes, he was already hit.
Take a look at this snap. Look at it. There's no... Oh, in a situation like that, generally, if you're the holder, at least when I was holding, I said, that's your ball.
No.
The kicker, now do something with it.
What's his shot put?
I'll tell you.
He winds up and throws it. 36 yards in the air. And it's complete. It was John Hennessy, the linebacker.
Looked like he's going to have to fair catch the ball.
So we do it all over, and this time it's just the way. Play of the year for the Jets was 71 yards to Wesley Walker. That was also against the Miami Dolphins. Field at the 8-yard line by Nathan. Fakes on the reverse, and they drop the ball. A scramble for it. Jets say they have it. New York comes up with a football, and celebrating was John Hennessy. John Sullivan recovered the fumble, but it was Hennessy who was celebrating. Remember, just moments ago, he caught what he thought would be his first pass of his career in the
Linebackers
NFL.
don't catch too many of those in the end zone. I'll tell you what's going on here with the Miami Dolphins and why you're seeing this play. They haven't worked on it that much. They're doing it so that the opposition that they're going to be facing in 2 weeks, they're going to have to spend some time because they will say, wait a minute, they might try a reverse on the kickoff, so we have to spend some time and plan for it.
Good point. Jets ball at the Miami 18-yard line. First down. Jets trailing by 1. Scott Durking. Durking to the 10-yard line. A gain of 8 on the play. It'll be second down 2. We pause briefly for station identification. This is the NBC Television Network.
This is WNBC TV, New York.
This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson. 13 minutes, 28 seconds. That is the time remaining in the third quarter. The New York Jets just scoring. Have pulled within 1, a fumble recovery, and the Jets are on the move again at the Dolphin 10-yard line. Derek Gaffney in motion. Durkee. Close to the first down. It was second down and 2, and he may have gotten the yardage. It is a first down.
New York Jets want to establish something on the ground. They really didn't do that good of a job in the first half, but their personality is this. They run with that football, then they want to throw play-action passes. But if you don't run with it, then the defense is not going to respect the play-action pass.
Defense for the Dolphins with Vern Dinherter, Bob Baumhauer, and Doug Betters up front. Kim Bocamper, Ernest Rowan, Rusty Chambers, and Larry Gordon are in. Steve Toll is also into the set. Norris Thomas, Don Bessalou in the secondary, along with Neil Colsey and Gerald Small. First down, goal to go, just inside the 8-yard line. Gaffney in motion, Gaines out in front, lays a great block. Durking goes around the corner, almost the 5-yard line. Let's see where the official spotted it, but Clark Gaines annihilated a Dolphin on the corner.
Well, he did really an outstanding job. He made a great block. There was somebody on the other side of the line that's going to the Pro Bowl game. He wears number 79, and that's Powell. Now, it's away from him, so all he's trying to do is make sure that that man does not go to the inside. Vern Dinherter. He didn't touch him. It wasn't much, but he did his job.
Official spotted at the 6-yard line, so it is second down and goal to go from that point. And Marvin Powell is the man who said, we're a better team than last year, and one of the reasons is our right tackle is better, and that's me, and I know I'm playing better.
Bruce
Harper.
He is.
And Harper does not go into the end zone. He'll end up just inside the 1-yard line, where it will be 3rd down and goal to go, and Rusty Chambers was the man that held him out of the end zone. Bruce Harper.
You talked about the reason they're better is because 79, Marvin Powell is a better player. This is the reason why. Number 83 is Vern Den Herter, a fine defensive lineman. Marvin Powell, 79, handled him on that play.
Many of the Dolphins feel that Vern Den Herter should be in the Pro Bowl also. Kim Bocamper, Bob Baumauer, and Tim Foley are their 3 men in the Pro Bowl. Right side, it is a touchdown for Scott Durking, his 3rd of the year. Scott Durking is in, and the 4 minutes and 1 second of the second half have scored twice.
Good kick.
4-yard line for Nathan. 15, 20, 25, 30. Outside of the 40 to the 42-yard line, 30. Let's see now what Don Strock can do for the Dolphins as they start from their own 42-yard line. First time in the second half that they have had the football, and it is Bob Torrey who gets the call. And Torrey has the first down with 3 yards to spare, but there's a flag on the play.
Not
Personal
smiling.
foul, clipping, number 68 offense, still first down.
It was on Eric Laxo, and now John Giesler is into that offensive line, and there is Don Shula. The line of scrimmage now the 34-yard line. So it will be first down and 18. The penalty assessed from the spot of the foul. Strock goes to the air. Delvin Williams. Williams is hit at the 36-yard line by Stan Blinka, but he falls forward for 2, maybe 3 more yards. Officials will spot it at the 38-yard line, a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 14.
Good block by 68 Eric Laxo on that last screenplay, getting out there and providing a good block on that cornerback. You have to have that block in order for that play to work.
Abdul Salam on the New York Jet bench. Right now, that Jet defense is Mark Gastineau, Bob Winkle, Joe Klecko, and Marty Lyons up front, with Greg Buttle, Stan Blinka, and Mike McGibbon, the linebackers. Bobby Jackson, Johnny Lynn on the corner, Schaefer Suggs, and Burgess Owens at the safeties. It is 2nd down and 14. Strock with lots of time drops it off underneath the linebackers. He goes to Bruce Hardy, now the tight end, and he is brought down by Mike McGibbon.
Good protection that time by that Miami offensive line. Number 73, Joe Klecko, is a good defensive tackle for the New York Jets. And see the use of the hands, you're allowed to do that now. As long as you just keep them in front of you, you're not allowed to grab anybody, but that's a good job by the Miami offensive line, giving Strock enough time to get the ball out to his tight end.
A total pickup of 3 yards on the play. It will be 3rd down and 11. Seven seconds on the 30-second clock. Strock will have to work very quickly. Slot right side with a running back split. The snap came with 1 second on the 30-second clock. Pass is complete to Tony Nathan. Nathan diving for the first down. Great continuing effort by Tony Nathan.
The last time Joe Klecko did not get any penetration. This time he did and came very close to maybe getting one of those yellow flags dropped. Here you see now he's going to start there, but he's going to go to the outside. Newman lost him, and right there. Taking a look at it once again, Strock going back, and you can see the move that he puts on Newman right there, going around him. With all the people getting tangled up there, Joe finally nails Strock, but not before he gets the ball off, gets it to his running back, picks up right there with that extra effort the first down.
It was 3rd and 11. He picked up 12 yards to the 47-yard line of the Jets. First down. Both backs into block. Strock wants to go deep. Has his man. It is there. It is underthrown. It is incomplete. Bobby. Football game. Strock has now completed 60% of his passes. 15 of 25, 203 yards. 2nd down and 10. This one is dropped at the 29-yard line. Nat Moore again gets the call. This one he should have caught.
Yes, sir. He put a couple of good moves on the defensive men there, looking for the open spot. Number 89, Nat Moore. You're not going to see this too often because right there he's got to get by the first man. That's Bobby Jackson. He's looking out now, coming around. He's going to find the open spot right there.
Oh,
But he forgot the most important thing, catching the football. I think Miami fans will forgive him because he does so many things so very well. That just shows what concentration is, and it can't be 90% of the time or 95. It has to be 100% of the time.
Third down and 10 with 8:08 left to go, third quarter. 5 on the pattern. Under pressure. It is wobbly. It is overthrown. I'm not sure if he was throwing it away. Return. Harper has a total yardage of 184 yards in the ballgame, rushing, receiving, and in returns. He calls for the fair catch. He wants it to go into the end zone, and it does. So New York has the ball on their own 20-yard line, first down. Todd feeds off to the second back through. That is Woody Bennett, the free agent rookie from the University of Miami here in Miami, Florida, who scored his first NFL touchdown just a few moments ago, and he is stopped by A.J. Dewey.
And there you're looking at Walt Michaels, the head football coach of the New York Jets. I think is really an outstanding football coach. I know the type of individual he is. I've had the opportunity to play on the same team with him in Cleveland a couple of years ago. He's tough, mister. He is tough.
They say the Jets are becoming a more physical football team. Well, that, of course, is a reflection on the head coach. That last play covered 3 yards. It is second down and 7 from the 23-yard line. Harper and Gaines are the two running backs. Gaines gets the call. Clark will go to the 27-yard line. He picks up 4. It'll be third down and 3. Rusty Chambers, the right inside linebacker for the Dolphins, makes the tackle.
Well, the New York Jets keeping the ball on the ground for the first couple of plays, and I look for them probably to keep it on the ground right here. They would like to establish that running game, like I said before, because it opens up their entire offense, the things that they like to do. Of course, they're going against a Miami defensive unit that is very reluctant to give up yardage on the ground.
The New York Jets this year, as of this moment, have carried the ball. A running back has carried the ball 621 times. They have fumbled only twice.
Oh, is he open?
Wide open at the 31-yard line is Jerome Barkham. Barkham fumble. The Dolphins will have the football. Gordon scoops it up. Gordon inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. The Dolphins at the Jets' 14-yard line, first down. New York leading in the ball game, 20 to 14. Bob Torrey, just a straight shot up the middle.
And the ball came loose once again, as you see the New York Jets flying on there trying to pick up the ball.
Officials stop the clock with an official's timeout. They will mark it at the 12-yard line, a gain of 2 yards on the play. Dolphins retain possession. It is second down and 8.
And Gary Davis, running back, coming into the Miami huddle, in place of Delvin Williams. Davis, although he's dropped a couple of balls today, really is a fine pass receiver.
Gary Davis and Bob Torrey are the two running backs, and they are split. Strock to throw. Fires in. It is incomplete. Cephalo, the intended receiver, he couldn't pull it in. Jackson had the defensive coverage. Bring it back to the 12. It will be third down and 8.
That's the type of pass that a quarterback really has to fire that ball, and you want to fire it low, at least no higher than the letters on the jersey, because you don't want it tipped up in the air, because when you do that, defensive players have an opportunity to come up with it.
As a starter, this is the 14th start for Don Strock with the Dolphins. He has won 10. He has lost 3. He has never lost in a start here in the Orange Bowl. His record is 6. And remember the game against Cleveland in the fourth quarter? He brought the Dolphins into 2 long touchdown drives to tie it up and went into overtime where they lost it. He's a good one. Don Strock drops this one over the middle. I'm surprised a flag does not go down on the play. They are going to call the reception good. Just inside the 8-yard line. I thought Buttle hit the receiver too soon.
Well, he hit him soon, but he...
Down. See if we can see.
Well, you know one thing, Buttle's going to hit you.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
It was a good call by the officials. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No.
8-yard line, a gain of 4. It is fourth down and 4 from the 16-yard line. A 26-yard field goal attempt by Uwe von Schaman. Strock to hold. This one is good. So Uwe You take it at the 5-yard line. You're at the 20. You're hit at the 25.
Yeah, hit hard, too.
You're hit hard.
The third turnover of the afternoon for the New York Jets.
Slot left side. Durking and Gaines are the two running backs. Scott Durking. The Jets, with the #1 rushing attack in the National Football League, have been pretty well shut down on the ground by Miami. Bocamper with the last tackle.
Miami's defensive unit, they do a very good job against the run. One of the reasons is Bocamper. Now, he's number 58 on his jersey number, but he could have a 70 on there, I think, because he's big enough to play the defensive line position. That's why he is so valuable to them in their 3-4 defense.
6'6", 245 pounds. That last play covered 5 yards. It is 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line. Tom Newton. Newton leans to the 36-yard line. He will pick up 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and still 2.
We talked about number 79, Marvin Powell, going to the Pro Bowl, but on the other side, number 72 is Chris Ward out of Ohio State. He is another outstanding tackle. Now here you can see right there he's positioning himself because it's going to go to his outside. He's staying after his block. He ends up hitting his own man, but he picked up some valuable yardage. Coming up 3rd down now in less than a yard.
3rd down situation. The Jets have converted 5 of 9. Schuler and Barkham are both in. 2 tight ends. Durking, Gaines, and Newton in the backfield. Newton, and the defense is there. Now, the Miami defense is 4th overall in the National Football League and 2nd against the run.
I'll tell you, in short yardage situations, you may recall when the Jets finally scored.
Warm, the temperature in the mid to upper 80s, and the humidity is about the same. High snap, he gets away a good kick. Nathan fields it at the 15-yard line. To the 20. Stays on his feet after being hit at the 23. Adds 2 classes that had not been attended, and they were summer school extension courses. And so we'll have a full report at halftime of the basketball game, which is immediately following the football game. Little flea flicker back to Strock. Under pressure. It is deflected. Mike McGibbon reached up with that left hand. I thought for a moment he could pull it down. Then he just tried to flip it back off to Stan Blanca. It all goes as an incomplete pass.
A little razzle-dazzle here for you. Giving it to the fullback. Back to Strock. Wasn't a very good pass back. It didn't get there with any velocity. But coming up, and McGibbon almost comes up with an outstanding interception. You see right there, deflecting the ball. He's got to practice. Talking about basketball, he'll have to go out and practice his jumping, Charlie.
Not too shabby, though.
Get up there and get that ball.
It is 2nd down and 10. Of course, one of the reasons, as Lynn mentioned earlier in this half, that the Dolphins are showing that kind of play to make they're in the playoffs, that everybody wonder about what they can do. Gary Davis carries. And he will lose 3 yards on the play. To the 23-yard line, it will be 3rd down and 13. Mike McGibbon again, this time joined by Schaefer Suggs.
You know, that's what Shula's doing. They're showing all these plays that they maybe will or won't run in the game that they play in the playoffs. I don't think they want to run that reverse the way they did it. I don't think they want to run that little flip back pass to the quarterback the way they did it. But
no, not in the playoffs.
It gives the other team something to think about. You only have so much time to prepare for a football game, and the more things you can give a team to think about and worry about, the less time that they're going to spend on the times that you do very well.
3rd down and 13, 4 on the pattern. Pass is completed the 31-yard line to Tony Nathan. McGibbon again makes the play. 8 yards on the pickup. So it will be a punting situation. 4th down and 5.
We're talking about the rushing game. Both these teams like to run with a foot.
And that is kickoff returns, punt returns, rushing, and receiving. He has this year around, including this game, 1,900 yards. And if he could break a couple of big ones, he starts from the 20, he could set another record. But they'll drop.
Saved my life many, many times. The offensive guard for many years with the Kansas City Chiefs.
He may be the first man taken in the NFL draft.
He's my selection.
Richard Todd. Pass is complete. Scott Durking to the 40, to the 43-yard line. A gain of 14 yards on the play, and he has a 1st down. As time runs out, this place you can write it down. 43-yard line, Jets zone territory, play action, it's 1st down.
Up
Richard
top.
Todd goes deep.
Yes, sir.
It is caught. Bobby Jones. 5 5'11", 180-pounder with 4.6 speed. He's 24 years of age. Did not attend college, played semi-pro football at Sharon, Pennsylvania.
You look at Richard Todd and that big smile on his face, and he should be. Play action pass, good blocking by the offensive line of the Jets. He's going up top all the way to number 89, Bobby Jones. A great throw right on stride because he wasn't that open. He had about a step on the defensive man. The defensive man's back to the ball, didn't have a chance.
This has been a game of big plays for the New York Jets, and Bobby Jones just made the last one 51 yards, his first reception of the ball game. At the 6-yard line of Miami, it is now first down and goal to go. Scott Durkee is in trouble, and he will be swamped. With luck, made it back to the line of scrimmage. And there's Bobby Jones applauding himself. Way to go, Bob. And here is that Olympic address, your tax-deductible contribution to help our American Olympic athletes. U.S. Olympics, Post Office Box 1980N is in NBC, Cathedral Station, Boston, 02118. And remember, America doesn't send athletes to the Olympic Games, Americans do. So we need your contribution. Officials mark it actually a gain of a yard on the play to the 5. I'm surprised he got that far. And it's second down and goal to go.
And they have Bruce Harper in the ball game.
Fake to Bruce Harper. Todd rolls right, looks in the end zone. Everybody's covered. Get rid of it, Richard. Throws it back. He goes to Mickey Schuler. Schuler fights his way to the line of scrimmage. May have gotten inside the 5-yard line just by inches. Gerald Small was there wrestling him back. Small is 5'11", 187 pounds. Schuler 6'3", 230.
Well, this time he wanted to go to his right or to the left of your screen. No one was open, and he does avoid the oncoming rush and gets it out here to number 82 is Schuler. Now Small's going to get a hold of him, but he's going to have his arms full. Number 48, Gerald Small, is trying to just hang on till help arrives, and it does arrive in the form of Steve Toe.
Just inside the 5-yard line. Officially, it is marked at the 4. Todd 11 of 21. It is third down and goal to go. Play action, blitz is on into the end zone. It is caught. Schuler catches it for a touchdown, his 3rd of the year. I thought Todd was just throwing it away.
Hey, let me tell you something. It almost was because he threw it in a crowd, but fortunes were on the side of the New York Jets because they came up with the football. He's getting a lot of heat because they had the safety blitz on. Nick Colsey is right there. He just throws the ball. Looks like it's up for grabs, but fortunately for the Jets, right there, number 82, Mickey Schuler, comes up with a big touchdown. That is a big touchdown, and here's a big extra point.
Jones was the key. Extra point, Nathan deep for Miami. Fields it a yard deep in the end zone. And is stopped at the 15-yard line. It will be returned of 6. Doesn't have any effect, as Miami already in the playoffs. They are the champions in the East. Pittsburgh and Houston with identical records. They both play tomorrow. Pittsburgh against Buffalo. Houston will host Philadelphia. They're in the playoffs. San Diego is in the playoffs. However, Denver, if they beat San Diego, they will be in the playoffs. If Denver loses and Oakland wins, Oakland could make the playoffs. So we've got a lot of possibilities, and include...
Believe it, the special teams are 1/4 of this game. They are very, very important.
Miami first down from their own 15-yard line as they start the drive. A handoff to Gary Davis. Davis to the 20-yard line. He picks up 5 yards on the play. It is 2nd and 5. Burgess Owens makes the tackle. We're moving on the 12-minute mark. Time remaining in the ball game, and those are not the hands of surgeons.
No, you better believe it. You know, the game has changed. It used to be that there was no way that you could put gloves on because you couldn't use your hands before. Now, an offensive lineman, he can use his hands in pass blocking, so they're getting some additional protection.
2nd down and 5. 20-yard line. Jets out in front by 10, 27-17. Strock, who has had an excellent afternoon, throws this one complete underneath the coverage of the linebackers. He goes to get... Then there's a little pushing contest after the play was over. It will be a first down for Miami. Greg Buttle and Stan Blinka were there for the New York Jets. A flag was not dropped. They mark it to the 29-yard line. A gain of 9, first down.
It's hot down there, Charlie, on the floor of this Orange Bowl, and he's fighting for extra yards. Now Jackson is there, making sure he doesn't get any further. He lets him know that he doesn't like it. No, sir. It's just a game, right?
First down.
They're having fun.
29. You know better than that. Davis, far side. Close to the line of scrimmage, and that will be it as Marty Lyons, the #1 draft choice from Alabama for the New York Jets, was there, the defensive right end.
I tell you, there's a good job by the defensive line of the New York Jets. There it is, 10-point difference, 27-17 in the fourth quarter, 10-25 and counting down in this football game. And right now the Miami Dolphins have to catch up.
Second down and 10 from the 29 for the New York Jets. They are playing for a 500 season. Their record would be 8-8. They're out of the playoff picture. Screen right side to Bob Torrey. Good defensive play by Bobby Jackson. Jackson drops him at the 24-yard line. They will lose 5 on the play. It will be 3rd down and 15.
Well, you know, Torrey was cut twice by the New York Giants. And that man, Bobby Jackson, I guess, you know, that Davis got his attention because he came up and made another really fine defensive move. And I said in the first half when he came up and met a running play, that the New York Jets were here to not only play this football game, but they were here to win this football game.
3rd down and 15. 3 wide receivers, plus Tony Nathan in the backfield, who is also a wide receiver.
And the New York Jets secondary, they're really loosening up.
And 5 go on the pattern. Strock is being chased. Throws back. Pass is complete. Duriel Harris. Harris to the 35.
Good tackle.
Dropped 3 yards short of the first down by that man. Bobby Jazz play to the 36-yard line. 4th down and 3. The punt by George Roberts.
Ooh, good one. Real good.
Harper at the 12-yard line. 15. 20. Just holding is the call. It is against the 1-yard line for defensive holding. Offensive holding is 10 yards. It is a 1st down Miami. Strock sends 5 on the pattern. Pass is complete. Duriel Harris at the Jets' 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and a 1st down. Bobby Jackson with the tackle.
Bobby Jackson giving Duriel Harris a lot of room back there, and what he's doing is just going down and running a curl pattern or turning inside and looking back at the quarterback, and Strock drilled that ball that time. So I say how important penalties are on a football team when you give the ball back to the offense. It really takes something away from your football team.
Cephalo goes wide to the far side. Harris is split to the near side. It's a 1st down at the Jet 40-yard line. Strock a looping one to Duriel Harris. He pulls it down at the 15. Yeah. Gary Davis hit at the 21-yard line. He will lose a couple of yards on the play. Gastineau was the first man there, and Marty Lyons was the second.
I'll tell you, Gastineau, because of that great speed of his, really made that play. Coming from the defensive end position, sprinting out to that line of scrimmage, making sure that the back did not get around the corner.
A loss of 2 on the play to the 17. It'll be 2nd down and 12. We've talked about the receivers of the Dolphins. Well, the 3rd round of the draft has been their magic round. Harris, Moore, and Cephalo, along with Tony Nathan, were all taken different years in the 3rd round of the draft. 2nd down and 12. Flag is down. Jets offside. Strock has a free play to Davis. Davis is to the 6, maybe the 5.
Strock going back. They had the penalty on the play. It looked like the Jets are offside. You're right. It's a free play because even if it's intercepted, they still come back to the line of scrimmage to take the penalty. Now, 82 is Duriel Harris. He's trying to make a decision who to block. No, not him. Whoops.
No, don't not Buttle.
He looked at the number. That's he's smart.
It's the wrong number. Oh, he said that. I missed him.
Fortunately.
The Jets offsides. It is refused. To the 5-yard line. It is 1st down and goal to go for Miami. They are trying to piece together an 85-yard drive. This is the 11th play of the drive. 6:17 is the time remaining in the ball game. Miami trails by 10, and they will go with 2 tight ends.
And how important is that penalty now?
Let me point something out. You saw it was 1st down and goal to go. 4-yard line. You notice the ball is just inside the 5. Then officially it goes to the next down marker. That's the reason it says 4-yard line.
He can get outside.
Torrey does not get into the end zone. Bob Torrey does not score. It will be second down and goal to go. Burgess Owens and Johnny Lynn were there for the defense.
I'll tell you, he's about as close as you can get without getting into the end zone. You can see a good block on Blinka right there. He cuts back inside. He's met by Burgess Owens at the goal line. Boy, it's really close.
It is where the football is when the knee hits the ground. Look at that.
Yes, sir. And that was an important play for the Jets because that keeps the clock moving.
Touchdown, Miami. Bob Torrey. Point attempt by Uwe von Schaman. And it is good. So
in this ball game, he'll kick it deep.
Bruce Harper is there at the 11-yard line to the 15, 20. 10 yards on the return.
And go back to New York for the victory.
Clark Gaines picks up 5 yards to the 26-yard line. It'll be second down 5. Steve Toll, the left inside linebacker, is the man who brought him down.
5 minutes remaining in the football game. A couple of first downs will be all that's necessary for the New York Jets. Sure, what they want is Miami to start utilizing or using their timeouts so that when they get the ball back, if they get it back, they won't have any left.
Ralph Ortega has replaced Rusty Chambers as a linebacker for the Dolphins. Clark Gaines again, this time to the 30-yard line. He picks up 4. It'll be third down and 1, and Neil Colsey, the free safety, who has had an interception in each of the last 3 games, but not one here, is the man who made the tackle. He, by the way, is the only member of the Miami Dolphins, as we'll watch the play again, that wears the Super Bowl ring for another team, the Oakland Raiders.
And he hits. Not all big people hit hard. Sometimes the guys that aren't so large hit hard. Neil Colsey displayed it right there. Here is a big play for both teams.
And Colsey played his high school ball at Coral Gables, Florida. Third down and 1. Todd just tries to sneak it over. I do not believe he made it. Yeah, right. He said he was the toughest man he ever played football with. Woo. First down. Mike, of course, will be on the post-game show, so stay with us here. Clark Gaines gets the call. Play had been blown dead at the 35-yard line.
I'm surprised that Miami hadn't called a timeout yet. They're letting that clock run down. It's down to 3:15 and counting down right now. Richard Todd should utilize as much time as he possibly can on that 30-second clock. He should get that ball snapped with maybe 2 seconds remaining on the 30-second clock.
A gain of 4 on the last play. It is second down and 6 at the Jet 35-yard line. As Lynn Dawson mentioned, New York wants to run out the clock. They have the lead. The margin is 3. A flag is down on the play. They would end up the season winning their last 3. The record would be 8-8. They're going home. They're out of the playoffs. Miami already in the playoff picture in 2 weeks. Bruce Harper, first down. He took off like a shot.
I'll tell you, he's done it today, hasn't he? Kickoff returns, a pass reception for a touchdown, and believe me, that was a big, big play.
13 yards and the first down on a third down and 6. In third down situation, the Jets today have converted 8 of 14.
Very, very good. Now all they have to do is hold on to the football.
Clark Gaines, the remaining back. They have a first down, their own 48-yard line. Mickey Schuler in motion. Gaines to the 50-yard line. He picks up 2. 3:27-14 Gaines. Clark will go to the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It will be third down and 4. And Miami is in the playoff. The Jets are out of the playoff. That's the bottom line on the game. It's still been a good ball game, particularly the second half. Todd rolls under pressure. Throws. It is intercepted. Steve Toll with the interception. They also had a fumble recovery. And Miami has the ball, 40-yard line. First down.
3 wide receivers in the game, all of them game breakers.
Strock's pass is complete. Tony Nathan, 47-yard line, a gain of 7. It will be second down and 3. Schaefer Suggs makes the tackle. Hurry up offense for the Dolphins. They have 2 timeouts remaining. They have 1:28 on the clock. That's a lot of time. Nathan has 5 receptions, 51 yards. Strock again. The big guy pulled down by Tony Nathan. Tremendous reception. He's looking for the sideline, and he does. In field goal range for a tie in overtime. Johnny Lynn makes the tackle.
It's really hot for him. See him wiping his face. He wants to score a touchdown.
The line of scrimmage, the 27-yard line of the Jets.
Offsides, Jets.
Strock on a screen pass. The pass was complete to Gary Davis, but the Jets were offsides. The flag will stop the clock. That will cost New York another 5 yards.
Davis, really, he dropped a couple of passes today, but this time he's really concentrating on the football, and he does make a good reception. Had to take it away from Buttle. But it's coming back, 5 yards against New York.
Offsides, takes the ball to the 22-yard line. First down and 5.
Mistakes by the New York Jets. They have made some mistakes that have been critical.
Miami trails by 3. An overtime game or win really doesn't make any difference. Will they go for the touchdown to stay in the field goal, or will they go for overtime?
I think they're going to go, if they have to, if it's 4th down, I think they'll go for the field goal.
All right.
Now they're going for 6.
And it is complete. Duriel Harris, the intended receiver. Johnny Lynn was there for the defense. Bring it back to the 22-yard line. Be second down 5 with 52 seconds
Going up
left
top.
to go.
Good coverage by Lynn right there. Step for step with Duriel Harris. Gets a hand in his face, gets a hand on the football, knocks it away. That type of pass you want up high, a little higher to come down, so that the offensive man generally is the only one looking at it. The defensive man has his back to the line of scrimmage.
Don Shula, the head coach of Miami this year, wrapping up his first decade with the Miami Dolphins. Look at the yardage for Don Strock, 322 yards. His finest day passing. He is sacked, first sack of the ball game. There's a flag drop back at the... That is 5 automatic first down.
Once again, now this got to really hurt. There's Walt Michaels. Your team plays so very well. Come up in a situation with a couple of mistakes. Number 51, Buttle, was the man called for holding.
And that's the reason that he was arguing about it. Strock since 5 on the pattern. Stands in.
He's got plenty of room.
He's going to run. Don is to the 10. Fumbles. It is picked up by the New York Jets. The Jets with a fumble recovery. And Don Strock sits alone at the 8-yard line.
Look at the New York Jets. Does this game mean anything to them? That's a pretty good indication right there. They have made some mistakes. Things were going against them, but they got to break. They got to break at the right time.
Stan Blinka knocked it away. Burgess Owens recovered the fumble, and Don Strock just sat there at the 8-yard line all alone.
He was 320-some yards passing in this football game. Gets down to this. He had plenty of room. He got some pressure, but he jumped out of the pocket, and he had a lot of room to run. And he picked up a lot of yardage. It would have been a little chip shot if they had to kick the field goal. But here it is. What Don should have done, put that football away. Blinka's the man, number 54, jarred the ball loose.
Burgess Owens.
Burgess Owens, number 22, the free safety coming up with it. Now, all they have to do is fall on the football.
Let's take another look at that play.
Did you see Walt Michael shaking his head? Oh, thank goodness that's over.
Turnovers even up at 4 each side.
Number 54, Blinken. There it is, right there. That right hand got to the football. That's why you should way he couldn't have hit it.
The Dolphins take a timeout. We'll join them with 29 by Mike Weissman, directed by Ken Fouts, technical director Horace Ruiz, and associate director Triple Z.
24 with less than a minute remaining. Don Strock trying to drive the Dolphins toward a tying field goal. Finds an opening, starts to run, but when Stan Blinka hits him, the ball comes loose. Burgess Owens grabs onto it, and the Jets have themselves a 27.